What is going on, guys? Hunter from Team Redneck Yu-Gi-Oh! Bringing you an awesome video today. We're going to be profiling the Metalfoes Zing deck. Love Yang Zings. I've been playing them since a little after they came out. Really excited that they got new support. We'll just get right into the profile here. So I play 3 Jiao. He's your main Yang Zing, best tuner, best combo maker, lets you get into all of your plays, just really, really strong. And then you got to play 3 Zafranu, level 6 Pendulum. He just lets you get into Baxia because he's level 6, so him plus Jiao makes the Baxia, and then you just loop Baxia for days and win. And then we got 3 Chiwin, just another tuner. He has some nice recurrence from Grave, which comes in handy every once in a while. And then we got 3 Suwani. Gives the Synchro Monster plus 500 attack and defense, so you can make some pretty big stuff. Pretty great. 3 BN makes the Synchro unkillable by battle, which is pretty great. The only reason why we play 3 of each of these is because you want to open at least 2 Yang Zing monsters plus Jiao, and then plus a Metalfoes to get into your main combo. And these guys are also higher levels, so since our tuners are level 1 and 2, it's hard to get into bigger synchros with the smaller monsters for the deck, so I just play 3 of the bigger ones, bigger meaning higher level. So that is the reasoning for that. And then I play 2 Bixie. He makes the synchro immune to traps, which is sometimes nice. If you get skill drain flipped on you or something, you don't have to worry about it. But 2 is fine, like I said. He's basically just another name. Same thing with Pulao, just 1 Pulao, basically just another name. That is going to be all the Yang Zings that I play. For the Metalfoes, I play 3 Steelin, 3 Silvered, 3 Gold Driver, and then only 2 Volflame. The main purpose that these serve is just Pendulum Scales, and then the once per turn effect to pop a face up and set a Metalfoes spell or trap. So you pop a Yang Zing, your Yang Zing will float, and then you can set your Metalfoes spell and traps, and it just like adds to the combos. And the scales are nice to recur your level 6 once they go to the extra deck after you synchro summon. And that's basically what you do with these guys. They all have the same effect, they're normal monsters, and their pendulum effect is all the same. You just pop a face up to set a spell or trap. For spells, I play 3 Path. Path is amazing. It's a searchable pot of Avarice that only requires 3 targets in grave. It's nutty. 2 Twin Twister. The deck hates back row. If you interrupt the combo at all, it just gets screwed. So clear out the back row before you go into your Baxias and stuff, and then just spin back the monsters with the Baxia. I play 1 Metalfoes Fusion. I actually don't play any fusions in the extra deck at all. Just my personal preference. But you can shuffle this back into your deck to draw a card. So it's an infinite target for Metalfoes, so you'll never run out of a target to set, so you can keep popping stuff. And you get a draw card, so it's great. It's recycles and deck thins at the same time, which I think is kind of neat. And then what synchro deck wouldn't be complete without Soul Charge? That's going to be all of these spells. And then I only play 4 traps, so 2 combinations. This is probably the best trap. It does something when you fuse, but like I said, I don't fuse, so I don't even know what the effect is. But if it's destroyed by a card effect by battle while it's on the field, or not by battle, but if it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can search a Metalfoes. So you want to pop this to search your last scale after you activate 1 scale, pop a Yang Zing, and then do your combos. And then when your combo starts to fiddle out, you pop this with Baxia to search either your 8 scale or your 1 scale, and then Pendulum Summon and continue your combo. Play 1 counter. If a card I control would be destroyed by card effect of a battle, I can special out a Metalfoes from my deck, which is great. Stops me from being OTK'd if they try to run through my stuff. Gives me a body on board, and then I can banish it from my graveyard to add a face-up Metalfoes from my extra deck to my hand, so it lets me recur scales, which is nice. And then the last trap, I play 1 Creation. I don't see a lot of people playing Creation anymore. I see a lot of people playing Zephyr Divine Strike. My personal preference, I just don't like Divine Strike. It's not live 100% of the time. A Creation is live as long as I have a monster. And like if this is set and they don't know it's a Creation, a lot of times like I'll just, if I open bad or whatever, I'll just like normal summon like Gold Fang or something, or like set Gold Fang, set creation, pass. And then like creation will let me float into my Zings, and then it's near impossible to OTK me through my monster unless you go into Castell or something, or negate an effect or whatever. But it just lets me get a body on board and like get through my Zings a little bit easier. So I prefer creation over strike. I'm definitely going to be testing out strike to see how I like it, you know, in the future. But for right now, one creation has been working out beautifully. And creation and path are our search targets for the Zephranu. So if you pendulum summon the Zephranu, or if it's destroyed by card effect by battle while in the monster zone, you can search either one of these two. So it's a searchable Pot of Aberrisk, and then like creation is searchable, so why not play it? You can also search Divine Strike, but I mean, yeah. Extra deck, 1 Stardust Charge Warrior. This is a great level 6. It lets you draw a card when it's summoned, and usually you'll be summoning it using your Swanee, so it'll be at 25. So sometimes you'll be able to like do a lot of damage with this because you can attack all special summon monsters your opponent controls, so you can do a lot of damage with it. I mainly use it with Jiao as a stepping stone to get into Crystal Wing, but still a great level 6. And then I'm playing the new Coral Dragon. I actually haven't made this yet, so I'm not sure how it's going to work out. In theory, it's amazing. Like I said, I haven't actually summoned it in a game yet, so. 1 Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst. This is more for cards later on, I will talk about when I get to, but Meteor Burst is amazing. Does a lot of shenanigans. 1 Clearwing Synchro Dragon. It's Clearwing, it's amazing. 1 Yazi. I'd like to play more than 1 Yazi, but my extra deck is jam-packed, so I had to keep her at 1. Yazi is another great card. The 1 Crystal Wing, obviously it's a synchro deck. The Crystal Wing is insane. 1 Void Ogre, really good for making mid to late game if you don't have a hand or you're low on resources. You can make this and, you know, potentially negate stuff from your opponent, which negation is always great. And then I play 3 Baxia. You need to play 3. When I get the combo off, I summon all 3 in 1 turn, and then Zing Path 1 back into my deck after, you know, I use it. And it's like the 3 Baxias are amazing. That's what makes the deck go. Play 1 Chao Fang. Chao Fang can be really good if you use him correctly. He shuts off whatever attribute you use to make him for Zing monsters. So you can shut down literally any any attribute you want. So like you can shut off Dark and Light for Cosmos and instant win. You can shut off Fire for Infernoids and instant win. Plus he's a 28 body, which is amazing. And then obviously the 1 Trish. I actually haven't found myself wanting to go into this. I'd prefer going into Baxia and just spinning everything back. But I mean, Trish is Trish. And then I play 1 Nirvana High Paladin. When you go into your combo and you have your 3 your Baxias on board, you can use 1 to bring back a Jiao from grave and then sync with a Baxia and the Jiao into this. And this card is nuts. Halves your opponent's life points when it destroys a monster by battle. And I don't get the second effect. When it's summoned using a pendulum monster, you can add a card from your deck, from your graveyard back to your hand. So you can reuse Soul Charge if you want, but I don't usually use summon pendulum monsters as the tuner. Excuse me. And when it dies, it goes to your scale, and it's a scale 8, so it fits with the rest of these the scales. What I like about Odd-Eyes Meteor Burst is if this gets Regeki'd or ran over by Utopia or something, and not Utopia, but if it goes to the extra deck, or if it goes to the Pendulum Zone, I just can't talk today. If it goes to the Pendulum Zone, you find a way to make this will summon this back, and then what I like to do is the next card is Flare Metal. So after I use this to bring Nirvana back, I use a free Volflame that I would have pendulumed out, and then I just use Volflame and Meteor Burst to go into Flare Metal. I love Flare Metal. Like, I don't see a lot of people. The extra deck space for this deck is insanely tight, so I don't see a lot of people making room for Flare Metal. I cut Herald. the Herald of Arclight to make room for Flare Metal, and I have not regretted it. I see people make some pretty good boards using Herald as like a infinity kind of, but I just prefer my Flare Metal. And then the last card is Hope Harbinger. Use your Baxias after you spam all 3. You use 2 to go into your Hope Harbinger, and then go from there. But that is the deck profile, guys.